this is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com. I wanted to go through a shoulder primer workout, specifically with the suspension trainer. When it comes to a primer workout, what that ends up being is just priming up your joint and muscles for the workout that you're going to put it through. So a lot of times what I find people will end up doing is they'll do a warm-up, and all they're doing with that warm-up is loosening up the joint. And that's important, but what's more important is waking up and priming up the muscles so that they are ready for the workout, and that the stabilizing muscles that end up protecting that joint are ready to do their jobs. Because looking at what we end up doing day to day, a lot of times those stabilizing muscles that protect the joint are not working properly, you know, from sitting so much, or with poor posture, or with back pain. Those stabilizing muscles aren't working properly. So you need to do the appropriate warm-up, and I call it a primer workout, in order to loosen up that joint, in order to wake up the muscles, in order to wake up those stabilizing muscles. And I'm going to go through an example when it comes to a shoulder primer workout with the suspension trainer. So I'm going to get Orsi to come up, and she's going to end up going through the exercises. And what I'm going to get her to go through is, you know, a three-way row, T's, Y's, and I's, Pec Fly, and then a three-way chest press. So get Orsi to start off with a three-way row, and with the three-way row, you're going through a rowing movement, and your elbows or upper arm ends up being in 3 positions. So you end up starting with that upper arm close to you, and you're going through 5 or 10 repetitions. Then you're going to move to the arms being about 30 to 45 degrees away from your body. And then the third position is your arms are going to be up at about 80 degrees from your body. So with those changes in position, when your arms are close, your rotator cuff isn't working that much. But as I bring my arms further away from me, the rotator cuff ends up working more. And then as my arms move away from me, my scapular muscles or shoulder blade muscles end up working more. Now I'm going to get Orsi to move into T's. So arms are out to the side, just below shoulder height. Arms are straight. She's bringing the arms back, and she's really targeting those scapular muscles, specifically the rhomboids and mid-traps. Then Orsi's going to go from this T exercise, and she's going to move into a Y exercise. Good. And with this Y exercise, we're really targeting that lower trapezius. And then the third one of these letter exercises is Orsi's going to go through an I. And with all 3 of those letter exercises, we're going like 5 to 10 repetitions. And you're doing what range of motion that you can. And then after going through those 3 letter ones, Orsi's going to go into like a Pec Fly exercise, or it's almost like a bear hug movement. And same thing, 5 or 10 repetitions to kind of wake things up. And then from that Pec Fly, she's going to end up going into like a chest press, a 3-way chest press. And the 3-way chest press is just like the 3-way row, where she ends up having the arms close to herself, so about 0 degrees. And then the next one is a little bit further away from the body, about 30 to 45 degrees. And the last one ends up being 80. So with this little primer workout, it just ends up warming things up. It just takes a couple minutes, and we've kind of covered everything that we want to do in the shoulder. We've kind of worked on rowing, we've ended up working on pushing movements, and we ended up waking up those scapular muscles and waking up the shoulder so it ends up working properly overhead. So there you go. Give that shoulder primer workout a go, especially the suspension training one that we went through, and So that's it. This is Rick Kaselj from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.